Hey, that nigga Zeddy be like, I ain't trying to be nosy. Let me know where you going tonight. Said you out with your friends. Said you be home by the end of the night. Come on, Zeddy. Now, what's good, y'all boys? What's good, man? My nigga Tommy Jiski. It dropped another banger. Investigating Michigan's most aggressive police. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like police is corrupt, damn it. It's a corrupt nigga everywhere. You feel me? Where the bros, you gonna find a corrupt police everywhere. Cause you gonna lie, you get them niggas that badge. You give a nigga a little bit of power. It's not even a badge. You give a nigga some power, he gonna abuse it. There's no way a nigga get power and don't abuse it. It's just word of broski. That's just what it is. Let me quit yapping though. My boy Tommy Jiski valid in this why he valid in the hood. Cause he on that with the ops too. Oh yeah, I'm on that with you too. You be on that with my niggas. I'm on that with you. That's why I fuck with Tommy. Cause he really be he'll go every time he really pull up on the police. He really be trying to expose them. I ain't gonna lie. He really be trying to talk shit about him. But let me quit yapping. Let's get to investigating Michigan. I ain't gonna lie. You know, Michigan got some of them parts where, you know, they call you by boy. And if you don't cooperate, boy, you're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? So let's hopefully he's not one of them boys. But let's get to it. Investigating Michigan most aggressive police officer.
Your career, you have continued to be accused of excessive
Oh my God. They done interviewed this nigga. If they interviewing you know you a bad nigga, man.
Career, you have continued to be accused of excessive force.
I think I'm very proactive, and I think I'm involved in a lot more.
But look at dog though. See Brody on the street, he going to sleep. What we talking about? It ain't even a question. I see dog on the street, Chindy, what? You feel me? He out here, he got them dogs behind him, dude.
I'm involved in a lot
got that
more
on his chest.
And incidents. If you
that's
are
crazy.
proactive and
that's
you're
crazy.
hardworking, you are going
that's wild. That's why you not being. That's crazy. You not being a police officer at that point. You crazy. You stomping me out.
If you are proactive and you're hardworking, you are going to get more complaints.
Proactive and hardworking.
We're going to get scenes and incidents.
Nigga said proactive and hardworking.
If you are proactive and you're hardworking, you are going to get
stomping a nigga out. Proactive and hardworking.
If you are proactive and you're
stomp
hardworking,
that nigga
you
out.
are going to get more
That's
complaints.
crazy.
You're gonna be tasered. He got me.
Yeah, that nigga do got him. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Dog do got him right there up against the car. Gucci. Tased his ass. That's wild.
Sit down and shut the up. You retard. You're gonna lose your freedom because you get to go to jail today, mother.
I think his ego gets in the way of his own self, frankly.
Mr. Furman has made it known that his goal is to tow 1,000 cars a year.
That's lame shit. Like, come on, niggas. The whip, bro, they just trying to get the word. The whip. That's lame shit.
Hey, we're looking to talk to the chief or someone. We're in an active investigation right now.
Hey, my nigga Tommy, pull up. Cameras rolling. I love it, Tommy.
Chief or someone.
What you talking about?
Investigation.
I want
right
smoke with the ops. What you mean? I'm investigating you, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey, we're looking
Let me chill out,
to the
I gotta
chief
chill.
or someone. We're in an
nigga
active
Tommy on that.
investigation right now.
Investigating them niggas.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Could you come over here for a second?
Holy shit, Tommy running. Word, you in my building. Fuck you talking about, Tommy.
Excuse me, sir. Could you come over here for a second?
Holy shit, it's my shit. Come here, nigga. Hey, Tommy, on
That's
that.
the job of police officers that patrol our communities. And for the cops that do it right, this is a tough occupation that requires a lot of balls. Recently, through my TikTok algorithm, it's been brought to my attention that a Michigan police officer seems to be doing the exact opposite of protect and serve. This man's name is Matthew Furman. And some of Furman's arrest footage is so graphic that I'm concerned YouTube may not even let me show it to you. Currently, he is on paid leave for the back-to-back brutalizing of 2 citizens of Melvindale, a small town.
Paid leave is crazy, too. This nigga don't care.
Some of Furman's arrest footage is so graphic that I'm concerned YouTube may not even let me show it to you. Currently, he is on paid leave for the back-to-back.
Slammed my head in between the car doors when I was already in handcuffs. Oh my God, that's crazy. The officer said that I should learn how to walk. Wow. I was also refused medical attention by Officer Furman. That's crazy. Now comes plaintiff, and by though his attorney, his complaint follows. This action is brought to pursuit. 9:30. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. It's crazy though. In cuffs. Said he slammed his head in between the door. So like, car door head? Slammed my head in between the car doors when I was already in cuffs. The officer said I should learn how to walk. Doggy Dog is one of them ones. He one of them ones.
Brutalizing of 2 citizens of Melvindale, a small town outside of Detroit with 12,000 people. This is a man that has a history of turning minor traffic stops into major
like I'm saying, you get pulled over by Brody, just say goodbye. Yeah, just say goodbye.
Beatdowns. He's been fired before, brought back, and even charged with assault, but for some reason he is still a police officer. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We get the inside scoop from police officers who spent years working with him, and what we'll be revealing to you is a litany of corruption charges, disturbing violence, and a scheme he has that entails towing an obscene amount of cars, buying those cars from the police auction, and then flipping them to make money, allegedly. So join us as we seek to bring justice and awareness to the city of Melvindale by exposing the practices of this police officer, buying those cars, disturbing violence, and a scheme he has that entails towing an obscene amount of cars, buying those cars from the police auction, and then flipping them to make money, allegedly. So join us as we...
These niggas be corrupt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, my opinion on police officers, bro, it's too easy to become one. That's why them niggas is fucked up and them niggas be doing shit. Cause, bro, I could literally go become a police officer right now. I don't know I don't know the training shit. I get through the training though. I'm a police. I'm of age now. I think you gotta wait till you like 21 or 5 years out of high school. It's some weird shit. And then you could just go be a police. That's the problem, bro. I think the criteria to be a police officer need to be, you feel me, real shit, like former military or something. Not even know, because them niggas, they got PTSD. They hi. They see blink, they blink. I'm like, hi, I'm cool. Hey,
seek to bring justice and awareness to the city of Melvindale.
I don't know, but it's too easy. But I think it's too easy to be a police
only
officer.
On the job because of the amount of revenue that he brings to the city. We'll investigate that and much more. Folks, I just wanted to talk to you before we get started on this
video. Should be corrupt, man.
In the past few weeks, we've gone after some really heavy-hitting people. We've gone after Kenneth Copeland, Scientology. We're doing multiple police and prison investigations. And what I'm doing is I'm recruiting you as part of the army to help build this independent media channel. I'm opening up a Patreon.
Shout out to Tommy G Patreon.
Subscription.
Oh, he opened a new one.
And help support this independent media group. The link is in my description. Please consider joining. And now, guys,
shout out Tommy G Ski, man. Shout out Tommy G Ski. Melvindale, Michigan.
Let's take you up to speed on just a few incidents from Officer Furman's violent history on the job. In 2019, Furman was charged with assault and battery when he threw a man down a flight of stairs and claimed he fell. He got out of the assault charges by pleading guilty.
If dog claiming he fell, you know you did something
wrong. Threw a man down a flight of stairs and claimed he fell. He got out of the assault charges by pleading guilty to a lesser crime. He once split a handcuffed man's head open on a police cruiser and claimed the guy did it to himself. But he did agree after the incident to attend anger management classes. You'll soon see the story of Jakar Williams, a man that Furman pulled over for a minor traffic violation and proceeded to tase over a dozen times, even with a partner on the scene that had it under control.
Niggas just trying to touch him. What, like, that ain't affecting no grown man at this point. You just being like, you just weird at this point. You just weird. You just weird. Nigga just what are you on? Your partner got him. Dog clearly talk like, what you on? But you weird.
Partner on the scene that had it under control.
Weird. Dog weird. I ain't gonna lie, dog weird. Like, what are you on right now?
Before he initiated the first tase, it looks like that other officer already had him under control.
To get a fair read on Furman's actions, I wanted to get a police officer's opinion. So I visited Chief Rivera of the East Chicago Police Department to get his take on this situation.
You shouldn't be tasing like 10 times. At that point, you should be going hands-on. You let your emotion take over, your anger. You take things personal.
Right, you really pussy. Fuck is this nigga? Grab me, hold me, nigga. Show me I'm a bitch, nigga. That shit, wow, I ain't never seen that like that in my life. That fuck was dog on, bro. What are you doing? I'm a grown ass man. That taser, that shit ain't doing nothing to you, especially adrenaline flow. This nigga over here. Well, you better grab me, nigga. If I'm really on you, if I'm really on something.
Scene that had it under control.
That shit wild. That shit is wild.
Before he
my bad. I ain't laughing at dog. I'm laughing at bro.
It looks like that other officer already had him
Officer
on the case.
crazy.
To get a fair read on Furman's actions, I wanted to get a police officer's opinion. So I visited Chief Rivera of the East Chicago Police Department to get his take on this situation.
You shouldn't be tasing nobody 10 times. At that point, you should be going hands-on. You let your emotion take over, your anger. You take things personal when that person doesn't even know you. It's the uniform that they're really arguing with. The officer's taking something personal. When it's really, it's not.
And if it wasn't enough to tase your car in front of 2 small children, Furman also had to pull his girlfriend out of the car, telling her to
Sit down and shut the up!
The passenger really had nothing to do with that traffic stop. You know, of course she's visibly upset because what she sees happening to her baby daddy or husband, boyfriend.
Bro, weird. I ain't gonna lie, bro, weird.
How she was treated. No,
Do he got a wife?
You want to detain her?
Bro,
Yeah,
weird.
you do that nicely. Pull her out, detain her, but now you got kids there. And they're witnessing all
I'm
this.
saying,
and
like, what you on,
How do
bro?
you justify that? Just because she's recording you? She recorded your actions because she's being loud, angry. You have to be able to empathize. What if that was you? How do you expect your wife or girlfriend to act?
This out-of-control behavior prompted Melvindale's own mayor, Nikki Shakira, to say that Furman belongs behind a desk, and also revealed that at least one of Furman's colleagues would not respond to crime scenes
Having
with
a nigga
Furman
hair
because of the
is
risk that
crazy.
it would go south.
My priority is doing whatever I have to do to
See, damn, he on the radio. They ain't even fucking with him. Yo, I gonna die then.
Belongs behind a desk, and also revealed that at least one of Furman's colleagues would not respond to crime
That's
scenes
crazy.
with Furman because of the risk that it would go south.
My priority is doing whatever I have to do to go home. And if that means somebody gets tasered, then somebody's getting tasered.
Finally, Alicia Cook. This woman was in a parking lot waiting to pick her kid up from practice, and apparently she made Furman feel afraid for his life, so he tased her. And this is just a small sampling of stories that decorate Furman's record as a police officer. For reference, Furman was actually fired years ago over earlier allegations, but for reasons still unclear, he was brought back on the job. For today's story, guys, we owe a big shout out to Detroit news channel WXYZ7
Yeah,
and
it's
their
niggas like
correspondent,
him, I
Ross
just wanna
Jones,
box,
who've done a
bro, like-
fantastic job reporting on the allegations
box,
against
you know,
Officer
like-
Furman, as well as publications like the
we ain't
Detroit
gotta
Free
shoot, we
Press.
ain't gotta do
Their
no
Furman
shootout.
investigations have
Just
proved
take
foundational
your
in
belt
helping
off.
us build
Take
this
your,
story,
take
and they are
your,
linked in
your
the
little vest off. Wire Dabrowski, let's get it going. You feel me? Throw him up, let's get him going.
I appreciate
That's all
you
I'm trying
coming
to
to
do.
meet
Throw a
with
few
me.
head
Tell me a
kicks.
little bit about your experience.
Kick your
with
shit in
Melvindale
one time.
Police.
It started off really well. It was a fun place to work.
Tell me a little bit about your experience with Melvindale Police.
It started off really well. It was a fun place to work. It's a good place to learn.
What is Furman's rank right now?
He's a lieutenant there. He's been on paid leave for almost a year.
Is that unheard of?
In my experience, yes.
A year? I'm getting money? A year? What is we doing? I'm on Michigan.
Police can be used as revenue collectors for a city. Can you speak to that?
This is Dan Adams. He's my friend and a bona fide criminal defense lawyer here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He's seen firsthand how cops like Furman are used to prey on citizens and taxpayers. Here's what he said.
I think it offends most people's feelings of fair play to have a police officer out collecting dues, as it were, from people just driving through their city. You know, maybe going a couple miles per hour over the speed limit, not seeing that their car could be towed for profit to balance the budget of this small municipality. It just flies in the face of what we know as Americans to be the proper role of
Shit's so
police
corrupt.
and the criminal
Right.
justice system.
Niggas not doing their job, bro. That's why niggas don't like them. They wonder why. Y'all know y'all being on some whole shit. Y'all know y'all corrupt.
Matthew Furman is not a good police officer.
This is David Robinson. He served as a Detroit police officer for a few years before becoming an attorney. And he is the one representing Jakar Williams and Alicia Cook in a civil lawsuit against Matthew Furman and the police department.
I think his ego gets in the way of his own self, frankly.
What's your impression of Officer Matthew Furman? I mean, this guy, Mr. Furman, he's stomping on people's legs
Shout out,
as
Big Buck.
5 or 6 other cops have them apprehended. It doesn't make any sense. He doesn't seem like he's trying to enforce
That's
law and order. It
wild.
seems like he's enforcing his personal ego and causing
Look at dog. Look at dog right here looking at this nigga like what?
any sense. He doesn't seem
Fuck wrong with bro. Watch
like he's
bro.
trying to enforce law and order. It seems like he's
He looking at it. Then he look at his partner
enforcing his
like.
personal
Then look how these nigga looking at him. Look how these niggas looking at this nigga like. What's wrong with this? Nigga?
ego and causing chaos.
Fuck is
He
wrong
seems
with
like a
this
guy that
nigga,
acts
man?
on order. It seems like
Why
he's
this nigga on that?
enforcing his personal
tripping.
ego and causing sense. He
tripping.
doesn't seem like he's trying to enforce law and order. It seems like he's enforcing his personal ego and causing chaos.
Bro,
He seems like a guy that actually
goes into a situation and escalates it massively.
Yes. I am really curious to see what the people and the residents of this area think about him, because it probably can't be good. And if they don't know about him, I mean, we should raise awareness and let people know what he's doing out here.
We appreciate good cops. Bad cops, though,
Yeah.
if the law of justice isn't gonna take you, YouTube will.
Tommy Jiski. The big biscuit. You know, Tommy. He valid everywhere, nigga.
Officer Matthew Furman.
Oh, yeah.
What have you heard?
He uses excessive force. He's pretty brutal.
As officers tried to subdue the man, a Dearborn officer's body cam caught Furman repeatedly stomping on the man's leg. As multiple officers look on.
Notice how the other officers here are completely calm. Like they know that the situation is already under control. And it's clear they knew Furman.
Look how this nigga looked, bro. Look at this nigga right here. Just look how he looked in a blue shirt.
Calm. Like they know that the situation is already under control.
Like,
and it's clear they knew Furman.
What the fuck is this nigga on? And then this nigga looking like, what is he stopping? Fuck is you on, nigga?
The line is one cop even warns him that the cameras are watching.
Cameras all around, guys.
But what's disturbing is no one steps in to stop the beatdown. And this highlights a bigger problem, which is some cops would rather cover for their buddy than protect the citizen they swore to serve.
Stomping on his legs. There's 5 cops already on him. Look at him stomping on his legs.
Bro, what?
And then the other officers ain't doing nothing.
They say
cameras all around.
Oh. They weren't mad that he was doing it. They were mad he was doing it on camera.
That's my first time seeing it. Plenty of officers there to control that person. He was already on the ground. 8 people can't control one person on the ground, and you have to stomp him like that. No, this says more about your training than anything.
That's what I'm saying.
We just noticed a bitch, police officer.
Bitch.
How do we approach a police officer?
Fat ass chin, boy. Put the fucking donuts down, man. Hey, boy, I can't wait till they show another picture of this nigga. This nigga fat ass chin. How you a police so many years and you not in shape? That's what I'm saying. What is the qualifications? These niggas coming out here full of guts. Fuck you, you're not an athlete. What the fuck is you an op for, nigga? You gotta be a fucking athlete to fucking tell me you finna protect and serve, nigga. Like, you're chin fat. Like, come on, man. What? I'm
make ourselves very visible.
I'm incognito. Nah, word though, like.
I'm gonna wave and then hopefully he comes out.
You see this nigga? Like, look at this nigga. This nigga grew up playing 0 sports. How you gonna tell me you police officer?
It might be tough for you to answer some of these questions, but are you familiar with Matthew Furman?
I just started working here not too long ago, so not really.
You can't say too much?
No.
I've heard rumors that other officers don't want to go on calls with him because they're afraid it's going to escalate.
This has been true for many years.
You do a very tough job, very difficult. You have to be brave to do what you do. Is it hard, if you're seeing a senior officer out of line, is it hard as a younger rookie cop to be like, hey, you can't really do that?
I'm a grown man, so if I see another grown man doing something wrong, I will tell him.
That's f***ed up. Somebody need to get him down. He should be fired, prosecuted, and jailed, probably.
I wish I could say that it shocked me. I wish that I could say that wasn't what I've come to expect. That's what I've come to expect.
I wouldn't feel safe around that.
Yeah, he needs some type of criminal activity done to him. That's not okay.
He said that he was doing that for pain compliance. Is that a typical police protocol?
Not at all. If you were doing the same thing as Furman did to that man on the ground, those police officers reacted, stopped you, and arrested you. Furman had been on a traffic assignment. He pulls over Mr. Williams, immediately becomes aggressive, hollering, raising his voice, and then ultimately tasing him in drive-stop mode, all unjustified. Again, it's excessive, and it wasn't necessary.
He was already in the other officer's hand. There was no need to taser him.
Tasers are intended to be used as a defensive weapon. Unfortunately, for some time, there was a misconception within law enforcement that they could be used as instruments of compliance.
He couldn't even defend himself.
Do you think an officer like this should be allowed to work the streets?
No.
Do you have a message for the Melvindale Police Department?
I'll be calling in, reporting on y'all.
They're supposed to protect and serve, and that's inhumane.
Shut your ass.
I'll be calling in, reporting on y'all.
They're supposed to protect and serve.
She making her fries hot too. Where the brusky? She's spinning back the drive-through. Don't worry. She ain't even lead it. She ain't lead yet. She checking the bag. Where the brusky? You sitting at the window extra 5 minutes. Like, come on, my bitch, we out.
Inhumane.
Let me chill out.
Fund them, to pay to fund everything that they're for, to pay to, to get them.
It's us, the taxpayers.
Exactly. He should be gone.
If you had a message to the mayor and chief of police about Matthew Furman, what would you say?
Get rid of him as soon as possible. He's a liability for the city.
What I would like to see is accountability. It's as simple as that.
pull up all white, coming right.
Now we cover another key point of the Matthew Furman saga. We cover the story of Alicia Cook. Just a few months ago, in this very parking lot, she was waiting to pick her daughter up from cheerleading practice when Furman came into the parking lot.
In Melvindale Police Department, I'm a traffic enforcement officer. Hey, you're on a traffic stop. Don't tell me 1 second.
Hold on, sir.
I'm giving you a lawful police order.
Inside of a school
It's a public access parking lot.
He wanted me to think like that.
Lieutenant Furman demands Cook's driver's license, which she refuses to provide. Watch what happens next.
Mom, you have to cry! Out of the hands off me!
Lieutenant Furman draws his taser and fires.
You're gonna be tasered! Head out!
That's wild. I ain't gonna lie, why she screaming like that? That's wild though. Tasing little shorty ain't did nothing to shorty. I ain't talking about shorty ain't showed no aggression. Word of broski, shorty ain't showed no aggression. You tasing shorty at that, shorty. We talking about shorty. You a grown ass man, we talking about shorty. What's wrong with you, bro? You feel me? What's wrong with you, bro? Something wrong with you, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Nigga got all these weapons on him, and he's just free to use them at will. I drive behind you. I get to talking to you. I can use them at will. What's wrong with you, bro? Something wrong with that nigga. They let anybody do this shit, man.
Furman says he used the taser because he was in fear of his life.
She showed no aggression.
For my safety. I was terrified for
you. You look so scared right now, don't you, boy? You look terrified. You look like, oh my God, I just lost my life. You feel me, nigga? You nigga just almost thought he lost his life. School parking lot.
You terrified me. You scared me. You scared me.
From a woman
sitting
down in a car with her kids in the back.
What's wrong with that, man?
You scared me.
From a woman sitting down in a car with her kids in the back. Either this guy is such a big pussy that he truly was afraid for his life.
Like he a bitch. Like, nah, but he's still a bitch. I see what Tommy said. No, he real deal a bitch though. Like, I just want to box. Mr. Furman, I just want to box.
Either this guy is such a big pussy that he truly was afraid for his life, or he used that as a way to use his power on this woman. Now, did she handle the situation the best? No.
Hell no.
But an officer's job is to de-escalate and keep people safe. And when you hear the screams of terror of her kids watching their mom get brutalized by a cop, to me, it's just a disturbing and unbelievable scene to have to witness. Guys, I want to draw your attention to the movement you see in the back seat here. This is a child in a terrified frenzy as they watch their mom get tased during what should be a minor traffic stop. And for the parents out there, I want you to imagine your own kid having to witness something like this. From what you can see, does this guy have the temperament to be a police officer?
No, he shouldn't. Any agency that hires a person with that type of temper, you're setting yourself up for liability problems.
All right, folks, I'm here at a key landmark in this Matthew Furman story. We're here at Schaefer Road. Furman would park his police car and look for people that he could tow. And this brings us to another one of the major allegations against Officer Furman, that he uses towing and impounding as a weapon against major police car and look for people that he could tow. And this brings us to another one of the major allegations against Officer Furman, that he uses towing and impounding as a weapon against Melvindale citizens in an effort to increase the revenue for the city of Melvindale. Just take it from a former colleague of his who has come out as a whistleblower.
What is the inside scoop on the towing in Melvindale?
Mr. Furman has made it known that his goal is to tow 1,000 cars a year.
What is a typical officer doing a year?
30 to 50 cars.
And he towed more cars than any police officer in Melvindale by far. So even the former police chief of Melvindale, Chad Hayes, said that Furman was an instrument of revenue collection for the city. And the reason guys like him are still employed is because the $1 million deficit in Melvindale, they try and get guys like Furman to make up by, you drive by, I'm gonna pull you over, I'm gonna look for a reason to tow your car, and that's that. What I want my police force in my city to do, I want you looking for the killers, I want you looking for the rapists, I want you looking for the people that do things to children.
Niggas really out here causing damage, like, word, that's what be killing me about police. Police in America, bro, it feel like, bro, they just don't, they not looking for, like he's saying, it's like they looking for the petty shit. You got the good ones who will stop you for some petty shit and let you get right off because they know it's like, this is not what I'm looking, they'll literally tell you, this is not what I'm looking for. But you got them ones that just, it's like, bro, what the fuck is you getting paid for, my nigga? I'm out here fucking 12:30 at night, man. I'm fucking door dashing, trying to make some money. You slowing me down, nigga. Fuck you getting paid. This motherfucker's out here getting shot. It's midnight. This motherfucker's out here getting shot. Or it's midnight. It's shit going up. Motherfuckers is getting robbed as we speak, nigga. You worry about me driving 5-10 miles over the speed limit? No cars on the road at midnight. This is what I'm saying. It's midnight. Ain't no cars on the road. But this motherfucker's getting shot, though. Then you look on the news next day. Motherfuckers getting shot. These niggas was worried about me. I was pulled over while Doggy Dog was getting worried.
I want you looking for serious shit. You're not on my tax dollar giving people tickets and towing their car for nonsense. These are people that need to go to work. They need to do deliveries. They need to make their life go round. And a car is a key thing. And for so many people struggling in today's economy, a $300 or $400 tow fee to get their car back, the time that they have to take off work, do they get fired? Does their boss get pissed? How do they find the extra $400? Maybe it was just the first of the month, they just paid rent. It's a huge economic stressor in a time when people are already stressed. Just down the road here is actually the tow truck company that Furman is in cahoots with. We're gonna pay them a visit. I get it. You wanna have a certain standard of where you live that's not infested with crime. On the other hand, the danger side of it is, like the lawyers that we talked to earlier were saying, there can be racial profiling, or there can be over-aggression. A lot of us have had these experiences where we are guilty from the beginning. I remember having an experience as a little kid. I was probably 16. I was walking my friend home from her work, and the police officer pulled over on the wrong side of the road, shining flashlights in our face. Like, there's robbery suspects that match your profile. I wasn't robbing anything. It just left me with a very nasty feeling.
Like, fuck is you saying?
Protect me and serve the community, but you're treating me like I'm a criminal without knowing anything. That's what
I
people
remember.
really talk about.
I remember I stole a book from it wasn't just any book. You know, that motherfucker was Larry Bird autograph. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy to think that they found the footage to when. Now that I think about it, it's crazy they found the exact footage to when we took that book. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we could have took that book at any random time, but they found exactly when we took that book, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, we took that book. That bitch was, oh my god. Larry Bird signed autograph. Them niggas came to the school on that, trying to scare niggas. I ain't gonna lie, the thing about the book though, nigga, niggas, that's how you know niggas is bad criminal minds. Niggas threw away the book, ripped out the autograph though, bro. Come on, nigga, don't give a fuck about no ass, nigga. Bro, though, hey, word to Brusky, that's crazy. Kids was bad as hell, nigga. I wonder if niggas, I don't know what happened to that autograph, but I remember they was on that shit with us for like 3-5 days. I forgot who I stole that book with, but who I stole it with wasn't even my nigga for real, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? It be that bullshit.
Complex where I'm the goddamn police, you listen to me, retard.
It's on video, retard.
And that's unacceptable. You want a cop that's gonna show up to the scene and be calm.
Yeah, I hate bro. The first thing, like he said, the first thing you know about our police too, bro, they get the cussing. Drop your fucking hands, right? Damn, gang, like, bro. Put your fucking hand. Damn, bro. Like, word, you already got the blick on me. I'ma listen, gang. You ain't gotta start cussing and fucking hell, and the police officers love to cuss.
I'm the goddamn police. You listen to me, retard.
It's on video, retard.
And that's unacceptable. You want a cop that's gonna show up to the scene and be calm, be in charge, and de-escalate. So we're gonna talk to the people in this town and see what they think about Officer Furman. It seemed like there's multiple instances where he really loses his temper. He doesn't really keep his emotions in check on the job. Can you speak to that?
Well, you see it over and over again. Matthew Furman has been a subject of many lawsuits.
Do you know roughly how many lawsuits he's been involved in over his career?
3.
And for a police officer, is that typical, or does he definitely represent a higher amount?
He definitely represents a higher amount.
It's impossible to bring up Matthew Furman without mentioning his towing.
Fat chin ass, man. I wanna beat that nigga ass, boy. Let me touch that chin, boy. All he do is eat bullshit. You know, he ain't tried to eat one healthy meal in the last 15 years, boy. He ain't be on bullshit with niggas. Man, look at your neck. You know, bullshit, man.
Possible to bring up Matthew Furman without mentioning his towing. According to this Detroit Free Press article, Furman was responsible for 80% of the tows done in Melvindale in 2015, towing up to 8 cars a day and making the city close to $500,000. We're here at the scene of Gotch & Sons, which the former police chief says is one of the key players in the Matthew Furman towing operation. Have you heard of Melvindale police officer Matthew Furman? He tows a lot of people in the city right here, and then he goes boating with the owner of this on the weekends, and people are like, come on, why is that happening in my car all the time? Allegedly. Have you heard anything like that?
No.
When you are paying tax dollars and that's going to police that are being overly abusive to people and charging them with as many tickets as they can, what do you think about that as a citizen?
I think that's wrong.
You heard that right. Furman socializes regularly with Mike Gotch, the owner of this towing company, going to his Christmas party, going boating, going to baseball games, and even going to dinner at his house, leaving some to wonder how ethical this relationship
Keep his business
truly
going.
is. There's a Melvindale police officer named Matthew Furman. Have you heard of him?
I have on TikTok. I just heard about what he did and like what happened with it. And, like,
did you see any of his behavior, like the tasing, the stomping, or what he said to people?
I saw the tasing, but I didn't see the stomping or the...
Police officer tases someone 12 times. Do you think that's excessive?
That's actually very excessive. It sucks. So 12 times, like, that's just crazy.
How much is the tow fee here, do you know?
$5.75 cash.
$5.75 cash?
6% fee if you use card. They be cracking here. Don't come to Detroit.
Would you know that the citizens of Melvindale were paying half what they pay now when the previous vendor was towing cars?
They upped the rates on them?
Oh, significantly. And they gave the city a portion of that commission. Is that a conflict of interest, you think?
That seems like there might be a little bit of a conflict of interest. And who loses out the most in that situation?
The citizen.
The taxpayers.
The taxpayers. Would you be surprised if you heard Mr. Mike Gotch, the founder of this company, was taking Furman and other officers out to Detroit Tiger games on his boat, kind of courting them before they even got a contract? Allegedly.
It's not, I mean, it's not funny because it's so messed up, but they're going on boating trips.
The average cop, guess how many cars do you think they tow a year in Melvindale?
A year? I would think like 40, 50?
Closer to 30.
30, okay, even less.
To go and try and do over 30 times that, and state that openly in the department with Mr. Matthew Furman, that is outrageous.
I mean, does he think he's being a public servant by telling more cars?
He on that!
Taking.
Hey, this gotta be a skit. This shit look like a movie, but he on that with him, dog. Like, no, bro, don't do it, no. And this shit gotta be a movie.
By telling more cars and
taking
more money out of people's pockets?
Well, when you put yourself in a circumstance where you want to meet a quota, you go out looking for ways to meet that quota. And so people on the margin, people on the bubble, people who may not deserve that type of treatment are going to get the bull's horns. Again, if you're looking for people who are jaywalking, we can find jaywalkers all day. If we want to find speeders, we can find speeders all day. But when you have a financial incentive behind that, turns the criminal justice system on its head, which is we're supposed to be protecting and serving people, making the community safer. But when you're just looking for revenue from different sources,
I ain't gonna lie. Police officers ever stop me from jaywalking, I'm not stopping.
You're gonna misallocate.
I'm gonna look at that nigga and start laughing.
Depending on the locale,
Or if you give me a
it can
ticket, I'ma
take
rip that
anywhere
bitch
from
up in
30
his
to
face.
90 days for your car to go from the impound lot to the police auction. This is one form of civil
Gonna have to
forfeiture
catch
where the
me.
government, even without convicting you of a crime, can sell off your seized property. And it's tough to get exact numbers on the scale of this, but one major
That shit
player
be
in the
blowing
police
me.
auction
You know, like
world,
how they be taking niggas drug money and shit like that. I still put in that dirty work, even though it's dirty money. I still put in that dirty work for that bread.
Well, Auctioneering proudly claimed on their website that since 2010, they've facilitated the sale of over 70,000 vehicles, generating $380 million in revenue, all of which goes back to the police. Furman makes a lot of money for the city with the towing. What about for his ticketing?
With the tows comes tickets. You can't impound a vehicle without issuing some sort of citation because the impound has to come from some sort of traffic offense. With the traffic offense comes a ticket. With the ticket comes a fee, and the city gets part of that. He should lose his badge. He doesn't serve the citizens. He serves himself.
So we follow the breadcrumbs, and this is the lot where their cars get brought to, and guess what? If they can't pay it out of the other lot we just saw, they get stuck here to where the police auction happens right here.
Mr. Furman would buy the cars that he had impounded himself. He often would impound cars that would have no insurance. And often the subjects couldn't afford the insurance. So then when they couldn't afford to pay the impound fees,
You know, if they can't afford
the
insurance,
car would go to
they'll
auction for the city. Furman would then go bid on and purchase those cars and sell them for profit for himself. Goes further than that.
Imagine pulling a nigga over, and the nigga already thinking about, damn, I'm finna flip this bitch at least 5 bands. That's wild. Nigga, like that, as he writing the ticket, I'm finna flip this one.
It has since come out that he would break into the city impound lot and damage the vehicles by breaking a window or flattening a tire, pulling out the radio, so that way he could bid on them for a lower price and make more money.
Was also his girlfriend involved in this?
His girlfriend is the source of that information.
His ex-girlfriend?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me I'm a single mother, I get my car towed, I'm struggling to get it back. They will actually sell my car in the meantime if I can't come up with the funds.
Correct.
How long?
And then the city gets that money, and the police officer that you paid with your tax money gets to do that to you. Yeah.
Wait, how long do I have to get the car back out of the impound lot?
That is something that we would have to investigate. I would guess 90 days. We have inside information that Matthew Furman actually comes to these auctions, bids on cars that he personally has had towed, he buys them, and then he flips them for a profit. That's
wild.
Allegedly.
Does that seem like that would be not allowed within the job description to do?
That is like super piece of shit territory. Yeah, that should be 100% illegal.
So I'm gonna meet Brandon here at this Melvindale Police Department, and we're gonna keep pursuing our investigation. Hey, we're looking to talk to the chief.
Put up to the spot. Let's get litty.
We're looking to talk to
Let's
the chief.
get litty.
We're in an active investigation right now.
Give me a second, okay?
Thank you. Excuse me, sir, could you come over here for a second? We're just in the middle of an active investigation. Have you seen one of your associates is known for potential criminal activity? Want to know if you guys have seen him?
Let him know, little dummy!
Excuse me, sir, could you come over here for a second? We're just in the middle of an active investigation. Have you seen one of your associates is known for potential criminal activity? Want to know if you guys have seen him?
Yeah, we got a few questions for you, sir.
Okay, in the meantime, it's just important you guys kind of comply with some of these questions. Matthew Furman, you guys seen it?
Hey, on that, I'm feeling it, dummy. Y'all the ops, I turn into the ops. In your shit, I'm in your building, bitch. And I'm on you, I'm telling you, I'm the ops now, nigga.
It's just important you guys kind of comply with some of these questions. Matthew Furman, have you guys seen him? You're not really answering our questions directly.
They know, but they love that name. They got a picture of that nigga right there. What the fuck are you talking about? Let me chill out.
You're not really answering our questions directly. Are you withholding or hiding any information?
Word.
Would you mind stepping out here, sir, please? Oh, right there. Towed vehicles. And there's nothing that makes me feel safer in my community than if my car gets towed.
Because we don't want the people that go to work on time or take their kids to soccer practice. That is a threat to security.
For our deputy chief.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just went to the lab just a few. You guys just missed me by.
Yeah, would you mind stepping out and speaking with us, sir?
We have an active investigation we'd like you to be compliant in.
Okay. What is this about?
A known associate of this department.
Are you here for Lieutenant Furman? Because if that's the case, I'll have to tell you that it is currently being investigated by an outside agency.
Yes, sir.
So it's kind of not in our hands.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be able to comment.
Absolutely. We have broader questions as well. Would you mind stepping out behind the glass, please?
I would rather not right now.
Well, we've actually submitted FOIA requests here and they've been blocked.
No, that's not something I look at. That's usually the chief, the deputy chief.
We've had a lot of trouble FOIA requesting this.
What's a FOIA request?
That's against the law.
Folks, it has been said that Matthew Furman has a mountain of citizen complaints and write-ups in his personnel file. The problem is we have encountered a blockage of our lawful FOIA request. You see, FOIA is the Freedom of Information Act, and it was passed in an effort to provide citizens with transparency in a timely fashion based on the idea that government transparency is essential for democracy. However, the city clerk of Melvindale doesn't seem to think so. They have a duty to provide the documents within 10 days of their request, and currently we are sitting at more than 30 days without receiving anything. In fact, they said that they can't provide us with documents because of an ongoing investigation, which leads me to this. Folks, it would be a shame for Melvindale if I happen to have a video linked in my description where my guy Keegan shows you in 2 minutes how to submit your own FOIA request. And perhaps once Melvindale sees an avalanche of requests, they might understand how serious we the people are taking the allegations against Officer Matthew Furman. We've had a lot of our FOIA requests blocked by the city of Melvindale, which isn't really legal. It's not legal at all. What do you think about that?
It's hard to say why they would do that. I don't know. The whole point of FOIA is to avoid that.
I have a question. If you were to pull someone over and tell them to put their hands on the hood of a vehicle, and then you were to tell them to put their hands behind their back, how long do they have before it's in your right to tase them between those commands?
That's all subjective, sir.
So it could be 1 second?
Like a straight up answer to that. That all depends on subject's behavior. Each situation is different.
You're not being very compliant with our questions. And
I don't know if compliance is the right word here, because I'm answering your question to the best of my abilities. And right now I am on duty. I have other things to attend to, so I'm trying my best.
My impression is you seem like a good guy, fair guy. I don't know if you're cut from the same cloth as Furman. All the questions I probably want to ask you, you probably can't answer on camera, right?
Right now, at this moment, because it is being investigated, I am not able to. All right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Some people wonder if more could have been done on the front end to prevent people like Furman from ever becoming a police officer. And surprisingly,
facts. That's what I'm saying. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Look at Doggy Dog Chin. He was never cut from the cloth to be a police officer. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. No, he wasn't ready. No, this nigga wasn't ready.
On the front end to prevent people like Furman from ever
it's too easy to be a police officer, I'm telling you.
Becoming a police officer. And surprisingly, the answer is yes. You see, we uncovered documents that show Furman was arrested in 2004 for soliciting a prostitute. And we have inside information from the man that hired him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Dog got a whole criminal history of some real, being on some freak deaky shit. Still getting hot. That's what I'm saying. It's too easy to be a police. That's what I be saying, bro. It's too fucking easy, dog. It's too easy, bro. It's
2004 for soliciting a prostitute. And we have inside information from the man that hired him that Furman did not disclose this in his background questionnaire. Something that if he was honest about during the hiring process, he would have never been made a police officer in the first place.
There's rumor that the ex-police chief, Chad Hayes, was forced out instead of firing Furman. Is that accurate, you think?
I know that that's accurate. When Mr. Furman screwed up numerous times, Chief Hayes was seeking Mr. Furman's termination from the department. Chief Hayes was going through the proper channels, the proper procedures through the department, and had suspended Furman to lead up to a hearing for his termination. In that time, the tows dropped drastically. The city used public funds to hire an outside investigator to investigate the department because of the lack of tows coming in. Multiple officers tried telling the city not to waste the taxpayers' money on that investigation. Everyone at the department could tell them in one sentence why the tows were down. Furman wasn't working. While Mr. Furman was suspended, the city council moved to fire Chief Hayes. At that point, it was clear to everyone that it was either Furman or Hayes that was going to go.
We just talked a little off camera.
Shit's so corrupt. I hate this shit. That's why, bro, I don't try to live through this shit. That's why I don't let this shit affect me, bro. The president, none of that shit, bro. If I feel like it don't directly affect me, bro, I don't. You feel me? Cause bro, that shit's so fake and corrupt and like fucking Trump. We know he involved in the Epstein shit. The nigga's the fucking president of our country. The nigga was, Trump been on some freaky shit. This nigga had the fucking show, and we let that nigga be a president of our country. When this nigga had a whole freak show. I remember being a kid watching this nigga with a whole freaky ass show. Am I not tripping? Like, this shit be crazy, man. America don't give a fuck. That's what he is now, man. All our people fucked up.
We had the stripes, Ramen, Lieutenant
Seemed like
Ramen.
a good guy.
Yeah.
And we said, we're sure you're a good guy, and we know that he can't answer a lot of what we're asking him. It's a tough situation because he probably doesn't like Furman either, honestly.
Yeah, oh God.
I'm sure his position, it's not really like his job to fire the guy or get him in trouble. He probably can't do anything about it.
Right now, for us, he was a piñata that honestly probably didn't deserve the beating we were trying to give him.
Yeah.
Would you guess that if we had full access to Furman's body cam, that what we've seen on the news is just the tip of the iceberg?
Yes.
Does he regularly brutalize people?
To some extent, yes. He's verbally abusive often.
He currently has 2 pending lawsuits. He has been fired previously in 2019. He's been charged with assault while on the job. Do you think this will be enough to finally end his career?
It should end his career. The administration hasn't done what the administration should do to get rid of him. Bottom line.
If you follow what the police are saying, things should go okay. And I think most of the news stories we hear about are when people don't listen and they escalate, and then the police escalate and then it turns really bad. What if you are dealing with a police officer that cannot control his temper, and you're in it feels like a life or death situation? If you're getting tased 12 times, your flight or fight's gonna be triggered. If your legs are getting stopped to the point where you think your bones might break, that's a life or death situation.
Yeah.
And your only option is to further submit and hope it stops rather than get up and fight. That would be a terrifying position to be in.
Once your trust of the police is shattered, how can they even regain it at that point? You know what I mean?
Because it's like a person that's been broken up with a crazy girl. Like, it kind of, the future relationships are much harder to have because that one person ruined what you think is a normal relationship.
It traumatizes you.
A bad officer like Furman does a lot of damage to your reputation. There could be 9 really good cops out on the field, and if there's one guy like Furman, people generalize and stereotype the rest of the force as dirty.
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
You make us look bad. You make our job harder. You make the citizens not trust us. And the truth is, there's bad officers everywhere. Whether it just be through the end of their career or whatever the reason may be. But when you are able to identify one, the answer should be simple. I don't believe I'll ever have the answers as to why he is still employed. Part of me doesn't want to know because, as I stated earlier, I think it would make me sick.
Matthew Furman, I will give you the same offer that I gave Louis Lacey in Dalton, Illinois, which is you can meet me at any MMA gym in Wisconsin or Michigan or Illinois.
Come on, Danny!
I will
put them beats on my nigga for me, please. Oh, I want to hook that nigga. See, I want to box, street squabbles, though. I want to meet you on duty, take your shit off, take your little belt off, squabble up, knock your ass out, leave you there, kick your head in. Then I take your taser and I tase you 12 times, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? I hate you. My bad.
$5,000 if you show up. If you win the fight, you keep the $5,000. If I win the fight, free. So no risk situation for you except for what I would do to you physically, which would be more immense than you've ever experienced in your life. You're used to beating up people in handcuffs. You're used to tasing moms that are sitting in the car. How about you fucking step up like a real man? You are a little pussy. You are a little bully. And I know in a million years you would never accept a cage fight with me. Fuck you. I've been joined in this investigation by my dear friend Brandon Buckingham. Click his link in description. Blow him up. Look through all his stuff. He has very bingeable content. One of the best guys in the game. And my dear pal. Love you, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Dude, you're doing a really great service with this video. I think that this guy needs to be fired.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Matthew Furman, don't be a bitch. Take me up on my offer. Peace. As Furman's career remains in limbo and taxpayers continue to foot the bill of keeping him on paid leave that has stretched for over a year now, we conclude that
pussy, like, who's a bitch, man? I want to hook that nigga, man.
By posing a question to the people responsible for keeping Furman on the force: Melvindale City Council, the mayor, Nikki Scry, and City Attorney Larry Coogan. How many more citizens need to be brutalized before you make the choice to prioritize people over revenue? And with the expensive lawsuits piling up around Furman, one that Melvindale's taxpayers will have to foot the bill on, isn't this guy much more of a liability than an asset on the balance sheet? Folks, work your magic with the FOIA requests. We appreciate you joining, and we'll see you next week.
Shout out Tommy G-Ski banging Bixie. He gonna hit you with the thirsty round with that Fisky. Tommy G-Ski. Nah, shout out Tommy G-Ski, man. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that nigga A. Fuck that nigga Furman, man. Word to Brusky, he get in the ring with Tommy. He don't want to do that. Tommy, hey, he ain't gonna want to do that. Tommy, he ain't gonna want to. Hey, Tommy, word to Brusky, he not gonna do that. And if he do, he gonna get in that bitch and quit instantly. I hate niggas like that. Word to Brusky, you feel me? Let me quit yapping though. Shout out Tommy G-Ski, banger. Fuck that nigga Furman. Word, hey, you don't set Tommy off, bro. I'll beat your ass for free. Word, hey, come show me you. Pull me over, please. Pull me over, nigga. Furman, word. I see your last name, Furman. Pull me over, nigga. Word. Show that I'm hooking you. Off rip, hook, chin in, take me to jail. I don't give a fuck. That nigga hoe. But hey, let me cut you out from there. Let me get out of here. Shout out to our boys, man. Appreciate y'all. That boy's chase your dreams, man. Stay litty. I am Jamaican, eat a lot of bacon. When I wake up, I play the PlayStation.